Hey, this is Sabado Nights with Steve Lou, made in North America. Welcome to the first episode of Made in North America. In this episode, we travel from Manila all the way to Los Angeles, and I will share with you the experience I had traveling business class on Philippine Airlines. The crew of Philippine Airlines PR-102 on that flight, thank you very much. And eto na po, umpisa na po natin itong first episode ng Made in North America dito sa Sabado Nights with Steve Lou. Hey there! Steve Lou po for Sabado Nights. Welcome to this episode of Sabado Nights with Steve Lou, Made in North America. Narito tayo ngayon sa NAIA Terminal 2. Ang terminal po ng Philippine Airlines. Tayo ay patungo ng North America ng Los Angeles. Dito sa episode na to, titignan natin kung gaano kaganda ang service ng Philippine Airlines at kanilang business class lounge. Napakaswerte po uli natin, magbi-business class po uli tayo, so re-review po natin yan. So, without further ado, this is Sabado Nights with Steve Lou, Made in North America. Ayan na. First debate. Ang Los Angeles pala ng Philippine Airlines ay dito sa Terminal 1, hindi dun sa Terminal 2. So medyo nakakalito siya. But, you know, siguro it was partly my fault for not checking my ticket. But you know, it's very easy to assume na all PAL flights are departing and arriving in Terminal 2. But nevertheless, nakahanap naman tayo kaagad ng taxi at eto na tayo, hindi pa naman tayo late, maaga tayo nagpunta. Be sure to give yourself 4 hours in preparation for your trip kasi nga, pwede kayong magkamali ng terminal. At pag nagkamali kayo ng terminal, alam niyo naman dito sa Pilipinas, medyo traffic, baka kayo maipit sa traffic at baka kayo malate sa inyong flight. So, the beginning of another journey here. Mukhang punong-puno itong flight nito kasi ang haba ng pila. Actually, mahaba yung pila dun sa kabila. Dito, mga 10 people deep for business class. So it's not that bad. But, you know, hanging out in the middle of the room is not exactly ideal. So after going through security check, scan na nila kung meron tayong mga explosive dyan. Dito naman tayo pipila tayo sa business class. As you can see, maliit lang yung space dito kaya mukhang nagsisiksikan ng mga tao. Bakit kaya gano'n ang mga airport terminals dito sa Pilipinas? Kahit yung NAIA Terminal 3, medyo madilim. Tsaka medyo mainit siya, parang hindi siya naka-airport. Anyhow, I'm glad that I'm on business class because there's a short line. Nakikita ninyo, 3 lang kami nakapila. Although it's very early. Whereas the others, the premium economy and the economy class lines are a bit longer, maybe 3 times as long, so there are like 10 people per line. But in general, it's all going great. So if you're traveling to the US, talagang ini-scan nila, binubuksan nila yung luggage mo. Tapos meron silang parang tissue or cotton swab that they swab inside and outside of your luggages. If I'm not mistaken, those are to check for explosives. And that's very common. Any airport, if you're flying to LA or the US, talagang meron silang special line na gano'n. When I flew to Europe back in October, wala naman. But this is a different ballgame. After breezing through check-in, medyo breezy lang siya kasi maaga pa tayo, no? I was in line at 5:30 p.m. for a 9 p.m. flight. So maaga yun, and so it was a breeze through. Anyway, there were like only 3 people ahead of me on the business class line. It's a totally different story with the economy class. There were a whole lot more people, but it was a breeze through, and then we went through passport control, immigration, and that was smooth. So here we are, browsing through NAIA Terminal 1. You know, I can't resist to comment that there's no life in this airport. Parang hindi siya lively, there's no life. After that confusing terminal debacle, and I am now heading to the business class lounge. So let's check it out. During check-in, I encountered an issue. Sabi sa akin nung check-in counter agent that the audio of my seat was busted. I guess there's no onboard entertainment for me, so I'm gonna have to download movies on Netflix so that I can watch them on my phone, the entertainment, kasi wala nga, what can I do? But, in fairness, kinuha nila yung email ko because bibigyan daw nila ako ng compensation. Now, I don't know what the compensation will be, but they got my email and I hope to get some kind of compensation because there is no audio, there is no entertainment on board. Ano ba yan? Okay. So, we've made it to the business class lounge. It's the Philippine Airport Ground Support Solutions, Inc. I suppose this serves all these airlines, China Airlines, Korea, Iba Air, Philippine Airlines. So I guess andito tayo ngayon sa Terminal 1, no, for your information. I thought it was going to be Terminal 2. So this is where the Los Angeles terminal for Philippine Airlines flights. So kayo magkakamali, to be sure, check your ticket para hindi kayo magkamali. So after a quick check with the PADS lounge dito sa Terminal 1. Hindi daw pala ako dyan. I have to go across to the room across, which is the A lounge. Doon daw yung, PR112 and PR102 to LAX. Yeah, here's a short review of my short stint here in the A lounge of Terminal 1, business class lounge for those traveling by Philippine Airlines to LAX or Los Angeles. So this one, the A lounge is really pretty petite, very small. I think it can only pack maybe 35 people comfortably. Sad to say that compared to my previous experience in Terminal 3 when I flew Qatar Airways and stayed in their business class lounge, that was a little bit bigger and cozier place. This one in particular, the A lounge, is a bit too cramped, and I'll have to say that the food is nothing to brag about. They had siomai, which looked very sad. They also had arroz caldo that was meaty would be the last way to describe it. And they have some pasta that will not pass my mom's cuisine, and basically nothing special, nothing filling, nothing spectacular, very simple. They charge 1,200 pesos for walk-in guests. I wouldn't pay that. I wouldn't pay that if I were you. Piece of advice lang. With about 35 to 40 people inside, I think it's getting cramped, and there's only one bathroom, one for ladies and one for men. So tigi-isa lang talaga. One cubicle only, so there's a long wait for it. The drinks are nothing to fancy, nothing to brag about. They have a Johnny Walker Red and some other drinks. 4 bottles. They had a tequila and Stolichnaya. I did have a Dole pineapple juice though, so that's a relief. And so it's really very disappointing, this business class lounge, or the A lounge here in Terminal 1. I have to say that the business class lounges in Terminal 3 and Terminal 1 have certainly not impressed. I've been to the Terminal 2 business class lounge before. That also was not very impressive. So overall, traveling is not very stylish here in the Philippines, especially with our business class lounges. I would call on the Philippine government and the airport authority to improve these services because these are, after all, the first things that our travelers or tourists that visit the Philippines see. So, pakiusap lang po, pagandahin po natin para naman ma-impress ang mga turista natin dito sa Pilipinas. Meron pa palang isang lounge dito, yung Pags Premium Lounge. And I don't have access to it, but I can see it from here. I guess it's another one of those smaller rooms also. Only caters to those traveling by Philippine Airlines, San Francisco and Guam. Hey, time check. It's 8 p.m. Medyo lumamig yung aircon, in fairness. Nung bumaba yung araw, lumamig yung aircon dito sa Terminal 1. Don't know if it has anything to do with that. So, nagpapasukan na yung mga tao. So, kaya tayo napilitan magsuot ng leather jacket at makikita ninyo nagpapasukan na yung mga tao dahil malapit na mag-boarding. Anyway, gusto ko lang sana mag-vlog kasi nakita ko doon on the way here, there are also other business class lounges like I saw a Japan Airlines one and also Thai Airways. Mukhang magaganda yung mga lounge nila, although sarado, so hindi natin nakita. Anyway, so we're gonna be boarding real soon and it's a 12-hour flight. Ang maganda kasi dito talaga sa Philippine Airlines, diretso siya sa destination na pupuntahan mo. Like, direct flight from Manila to LA. Unlike our companion, our tour mate, Lei Bautista is also flying tonight, but she's flying Japan Airlines. But syempre, may stopover sa Tokyo yun.
Anniversary na. It's our anniversary, Mr. Leo.
Congratulations to Philippine Airlines, 82nd anniversary daw.
Yes, happy anniversary to us.
All right.
82nd.
Glad to be on board. Hey guys, I'm here mid-flight on my journey to Los Angeles, and we were just served our meal. This 82nd anniversary menu was made by Chef Valerie Castillo Archer, and I have to tell you that it's fabulous. We started off with a couple of appetizers, beef cured salmon and tuna salad. The meals that I had was the filet mignon, and it was perfect. It was so tender and it was so juicy, and I loved it. And then, we capped it off with some dessert, but I thought maybe I'd get Carmen's best ice cream. I'm just gonna try it out. I just had to vlog about it because this is perhaps the best meal I've ever had on a plane ever. So, got a full meal, and after this I'm gonna crash out. I'm just watching a movie, Jurassic Park Dominion, great movie, and so I'm really enjoying this trip to Los Angeles via Philippine Airlines. Congratulations and happy 82nd anniversary to you, and thank you for the great service. Widescreen with complete information about our complete flight information, and also a good selection of movies. Unfortunately, this C2C, the audio is not working, but they were nice enough to transfer me here to the seat right beside. I guess this is 2B, and everything's working here except the USB. I guess there will be these little tweaks and little repairs that need to be done for this particular plane, but all in all, I think everybody's happy. The seats are really long, and so even if you're 6 feet, you should be alright. Well, it's 45 minutes to our destination. My main course for breakfast was smoked salmon with bagel. It was alright, you know. I should have opted for the Tapsilog meal, but nevertheless, it was great. So here you go, LAX. Such a fabulous flight on Philippine Airlines, and heading out to immigration and baggage. Thank you, Philippine Airlines. Thank you, Philippine Airlines, for a fabulous trip in business class. Really enjoyed it. Perks ng flying ng business class. Mauna kang lalabas. So pag nakalabas ka na, mauna ka rin sa immigration. Walang masyadong traffic. So yeah, just arrived here in LAX. I believe this is the Tom Bradley Airport. I worked here before. Anyway, I would like to thank Philippine Airlines crew for making this trip very, very nice and cozy. And I really love the food. And thank you very much, business class. You're taking it one step further. And to the business class lounge, perhaps a little bit of improvement. So thank you, Philippine Airlines, and mabuhay kayong lahat. So, this has been Steve Lu reporting for Sabado Nights for Made in North America.